Good morning to everyone who will be watching this in the future on the webpage Sound and Light Healing Arts. There's a little link if you go there, and it says Wednesday morning meditations. And I've been doing these, oh my goodness, probably 15 years now, and there's hundreds of them. And when I got up this morning, I just had this message from Spirit that Jan, you talk about these topics and you hope that they're timely and they meet people right where they're at, and you have a little discussion, and you frame it so they know that they'll get through it, they're not crazy, and you give them some tools to get through it. But it's really time, and we all know this, it's time that we each really solidify our own going in apparatus and steps in sequence. It's like going to yoga for a year and then the yoga teacher is going to have a baby and you think, wow, can I do that whole routine myself? Yes, don't stop. So today we're going to go through the exact steps of the Be the Light meditation steps that I work with here and I demonstrate, and occasionally slow down and spell them out, because rather than me giving you fish of little sound bites, I know how intelligent all the people are that listen to this, and you are well on your spiritual path, but sometimes we just aren't able to still our mind, separate ourselves from our busy thoughts, and drop in, and then use our intention, our thinking apparatus, and our intention to grab the reins of all the power of the universe and to reattune things to our shifting our relationship to whatever the conundrum question is, and letting our connection with spirit raise us to a level of less emotional attachment, and we can see clearly the steps to take. So that's my intention today, is for you to actively and to know uh, intellectually that you are yourself using these steps and you're taking the steps yourself. And here they are. There's essentially 3 or 4 steps. I call it 3-point Be the Light system. Why? Because it sounds cool. All right. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And in that order, because that physiologically prepares your body in certain ways that has been determined scientifically to calm your vagal nerve, which is your flight or fight, and to prepare you to drop into a slightly altered state. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And every time that you start your meditation, you are increasing your muscle memory, your somatic learning and response, by doing it the same, by starting the meditation always with, take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth, and let the exhale be a little bit slower. Again, this calms some of those frazzled telephone wire on the asphalt nerve sparking. Just let go of that image, okay? All right. So we're coming to a calmer space. And then we say the key words that put the shovel, that begin the digging process to find the vibrations that need to be changed. And here are the words. I ask and intend to set a sacred space. Our words are sculpting this reality. I ask the being that is me, the I the I am. I ask. I don't know all the answers. I'm asking for the universe and source and my guides. I'm asking, but I'm also intending. I line my spine, my will, with setting a sacred space. I command all around me, within me, by this intention, to drop into a sacred space. And the sacred space is simply removing yourself from all that is, specifically the chaotic 3D, your own to-do lists, your own confusion, agitation, and fatigue, anything that is occurring in your human realm. You're asking to set yourself in a sacred, calm, elevated, subtle, energetic space. And that works even if you don't realize you're putting yourself into a geometric structure, an octahedron, that has a point on the top and a point on the bottom that fits like a hand and glove with a universal grid that runs through everything. So you are held like a hammock. You are not free floating in these meditations. You have created your own space, sacred space, and nothing else can be in that space but you. And you get to decide what part of you. We don't want our thoughts in this space. They're based on the past. They're usually a running stream of past fearful thoughts. We ask and intend to release all thinking in this sacred space now. So we are entering a rarefied, spacious, no fault, no need to defend, calm space of infinite potential. So we are stilling our minds in this space. And the more you do this meditation with awareness of these steps and processes, it happens automatically. Simply by taking a breath through your nose and out through your mouth and proclaiming, I ask and intend to set a sacred space. Everything becomes aligned and orderly for your nervous system to come to the 0 point, for your thinking to come to the 0 point, and for your emotional field to come to the 0 point. These 0 points can then easily, without static in the field, easily align and plug into the grid 0 points. The grid of communication that runs through all of time and space, the grid, the travel grid, and the time and space grid itself. Where you are sitting, geographically, there are grids going through. I am sitting in Olympia, which already has a triple grid 0 point configuration, which means if I come to my still point in all of my systems, it is easier for me, due to proximity, to drop in to the communication grid and ask to speak to Jesus, ask to speak to Buddha, ask to speak to God, ask to speak to my higher self, any divine consciousness, embodied or not embodied. In the future, just like the internet, we will be able to drop into the communication grid and say, knock, knock on the consciousness of my friend Betty. Hello, good morning. Would you like to have coffee this morning? When our minds are still, we can elevate and be of a vibrational resonance and consciousness of connection with people at that same level. And that word is called mastery. The realm is called finding your tribe, who can see and feel when it's the natural time to flow into your world and connect over some wonderful co-creation. And things will come out of you like, oh, Spirit just had me thinking of you, and I decided to do the knock knock. Now, you may have done that in a real world text or an email, or just been hanging around their consciousness and they call you. Synchronicity, we call it in this realm. All of this magic is available for you simply by learning to use the Be the Light 3-step process. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. Beautiful. Now we make an intention. Step 2 is we're ready for something profound to happen, an intention. The old way of meditation was, well, this is it. This is it. You get to the curb of your body, your consciousness, you let go. Flight or fight drops off, you feel great, you feel refreshed. But the new way, the divine feminine way, is to kick it up and say, let's shift something. Let's begin with me. Or let's begin with the relationship. And you usually know what's up for shifting. And what keeps appearing is kind of a little needle prick of discomfort in your life. And because everything is of a vibrational nature, there are many things that you have the power and the right, when they come to your attention, if it's good for all and harm to none, and you're not meddling with other free will, is completely within your realm and freedom to exercise this ability, freedom, and power to dive into the 0 points and to move out. But you have to know where you're going. You have to know what you're asking for. You have to know what the movement is. Otherwise, again, you're just sitting here, Om. So we make an intention. So in this moment, we make an intention that the Be the Light 3-point process sinks so deeply into our psyche and our body that it becomes a natural part of our new empowered existence. We ask that through this meditation, we absolutely feel the efficacy, the appropriateness, the reality and power of this process. Or you could keep it simple. I ask and intend to use the Be the Light process powerfully now. Okay, let that drop in. You've made your intention and you have no thoughts fighting it. And the thoughts fighting it can be, who am I to change reality? Or I'm tired, or maybe I should answer this text. Whatever. It eats away at the potential field, infinite field, because you're bouncing the ping pong ball around. Stay focused. I ask and intend to experience and embody the Be the Light meditation process powerfully now. Take a deep breath. So that is our intention. Feel it. Feel that you have a sword to make an intention to cut something. That you have a torch to make an intention to ignite something new. That you have the ability to put on superpower glasses and see something more precisely. When you're in this state, all is available for your use as an empowered being in your mastery of your consciousness to focus. So our focus is on our toolkit right now. Imagine and feel that you have a bubble kit, that when you blow a big bubble, everyone's consciousness turns to childlike joy. It's pretty potent stuff. Or if you are giving a class and your words, the resonance like pearls of remembrance and truth, drop into people's hearts. So your toolkit is infinite through your artwork. Even a glance, when you are in your full embodied divine state, a glance at someone's energy field bathes them in often a higher vibration for health and alignment. As an awakened being in your higher vibrational state, simply residing in your sacred space, you're a kick-ass superpower. And because you're in a higher vibrational state, your heart is light, your heart is joyful, and you just think, I'm shedding joy. I'm shedding joy just by being present. It's coming out your eyes, your touch, and mainly your voice, because the frequency and the music of your voice is related to your thoughts. The thought of being in your intentionality, your sacred space, free of human heaviness. So let's look a little bit more at the toolkit, drawing, and then redrawing, and then repainting with new colors. Everything we do is that drop in the ocean that alchemizes and changes everything. And not just on this earth. I heard the other night that there are more stars in the sky than there are grains of sand on the beaches. And when you breathe in and you raise your vibration, you are seeing and you are vibrating and holding potentiality to drop into a 0 point and to change something on the furthest universe of an unending, infinite, universal reality. We have been so underusing our skills, our magic. And some people simply call it prayer, aligning with our Creator, with the goodness, with the light. And if it's without a lot of doctrine and religious have-tos, and this is reality, intentions are prayers. I pray for, I ask and intend. And then we stay in the realm of possibility and we let it go. We let it go like a kite. If that kite is meant to come back to you, it will. But if it's meant to travel different places and visit different people and things, and then your intention comes back to you even fuller and bigger in a different space of time than you can imagine, we receive it just as spirit and the realm that is. We can't be yang. We can't force. We can't effort. We can't make things happen in our timeline because it's so limited. It's so limited. In its ability to see the myriad, the mystery and magic of the huge dance of particles, of evolution, which happens over epochs. Right now, there's a rising of the voice of the divine feminine. It's not one woman, it's all of us. And it's all the men who are tired of being patriarchal, toxic. So change happens with one thought, one action. And it's so powerful. And even though we're in a social system of instant gratification, know that this Esther Hick calls it a rocket of desire has energy and movement, that those who understand subtle energies can see it and feel it, recognize you, resonance. They have the same desire. Let's move ahead together as a tribe, as a community, as a species. So do you see? It all starts with you, with stilling and creating this sacred space. We haven't even gotten to step 3 in the meditation, which is by myself. Religion says, by myself, I'm nothing. Well, I don't go that far. By myself, I can only do so much. But by opening to the wisdom and power and connecting with Source, there you go. So I've emptied myself out. I ask and attend. I have a sacred space. Everybody else is outside. I've emptied out my own human agenda, and now I call in the big guns, the big essence, the Creator, God, God Goddess, the truth of all that is. And I simply ask and intend now to open up my crown chakra. I've made my intention, and now I humble myself before the Creator and allow for the most perfect ball of light, which holds the frequencies, again, of potential and movement, and has things in there that'll clear me from asking too small, that'll clear me from ever being in this situation again to hit this wall. Things that'll clear my confusion, to put me first and foremost in my life as unattached to outcomes, but all in for intentionality, for love, truth, beauty, and goodness in my life and the rest of the world, and for every human and beyond. So this mystery of the Creator knows you, knows your stuck areas, knows your history, knows your bad habits, knows if you've been eating too much chocolate, your blood sugar's high, brain fog, whatever it is, that sadness, that addiction that keeps pushing you to eat all that sugar. You are a seen movie. You are transparent. You can't play games with the Creator. And by this point, you probably already know your spirit helpers are surrounding you. Many of us have angels. Many of us work with Jesus Christ, the greatest teacher, and Buddha, Kuan Yin. They're all rooting for us here, anchors, conduits for source light and earth and this time of transformation. They want their vibration to be available for us, for the benefit for all. But we're going straight to source. Imagine you have a crown. Crown, you're a divine being. And this ball of light from the Creator, which is so thoughtfully, lovingly been put together just for you, take a breath and let it melt down. And remember, you don't have to know what it is, but you might feel the colors. Mine is a deep, deep pink, the little gold sparkling, and it's going to be different for you. You have different physiology. You have different emotions. You have different everything from me. So let this come down. Oh, it feels great. It's bathing my eyes. And as it does, it mitigates and pulls the tension from behind my eyes. A lot of reading, computer work. And it's starting to calm the sinuses. And it's starting to let my jaw relax. And let my throat, any tension, begin to feel heavy and to drain out any extra tension. And my shoulders and my neck. Do you hear my voice dropping as I do this? We carry so much unrecognized tension. So take a breath and let your lungs now receive this rarefied, pure, sparkly light, which cleans, rarefies, allows for a new, rare, subtle vibration of source to percolate now through your circulatory system and back into your lungs. This is rejuvenation, restoration, and feel that light and that warmth through your circulation going into your fingertips. Wiggle your fingertips. Stay in your body. And on this nice deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth, let the stomach drop. Let it drop down. All is well. All is as it should be. And you can celebrate in learning to make things weller or joyful, higher vibration. It's all good. Let this energy run through your legs and down into your toes and your back. Don't forget your back, your shoulders, down through your hips, the back of your legs, through your knees. So you're like a sandwich now. And now this energy flows deeply into your core, into your organs, and into your heart. And this is the nucleus, the administration of your temporary divine home here on earth in this body, your sacred heart. Breathe this energy now into your heart. Let it embed and let it shift. Don't worry, you don't have to know exactly what it's doing, but you're just letting go and allowing. Beautiful. So we ask and intend that all parts of this energy now move through our body, and there's a homogeneous aspect, no cell left behind, and that we are experiencing the actual physical, emotional, spiritual ramifications of doing the Be the Light meditation process. This helps our body believe and trust and use this powerful tool when it is visceral and real. And you did all of this yourself. You made all of these commands. I simply made suggestions. So let it sink deeply, deeply, deeply now. And we ask and intend, we're going to put something on top of it, that we trust this process implicitly. And we know it's available to use anywhere, anytime in our life, in any situation, especially in the morning and the evening, because it's very calming. It sets the tone for your day. And at nighttime, it's like taking an emotional, physical shower of things that have been less than pleasant or high vibration. So let this wash through you. And it's interesting, as it's washing through you, I see over your shoulders, and this kind of fun, imagine you have a super cape. The Be the Light procedure done regularly gives you a sense that you can fly like Superman through super thick situations in life, no matter how thick. You're making space, you're not reacting, you're observing, you're asking for the Creator to come in and to help unwind any parts of yourself that do not feel free, empowered, and able to let higher, benevolent, even joyous, kind solutions, which aren't always words saying, well, you know, if you did this, no. By being that light, that's why we call it Be the Light. By being that light and using your toolkit, what if I sang a song right now? What if I prepared someone this beautiful ceremonial cacao mushroom drink? Boy, that'd be a mood changer. When you're in a high vibrational state, you're not trying to force anything. You're being creative and you're co-creating joyfully with Source. So you just might go pick up a magic wand. Someone's having a problem. Oh my God, I've got just the thing. Bring! They laugh. And then you think, oh my God, I'm gonna send that to them on their birthday. So let's let this settle in. You've done the doing with our voice, commanding time and space, lining up with the 0 points, opening up our crown chakra for the bath of the frequency, divine essence bath of things that we don't even know what needed or could be shifted, but by our intention, the Creator knows what frequencies we need. So right about now, we're feeling great. Now we're thinking, well, she's going to end the meditation, then I have to go wash those dirty clothes, and the dog's got all these burrs on them. This is what we're going to do. We're going to preempt that falling off a high vibration. Everything gets... No, we're going to make a beautiful golden resilient egg over your entire energy field. And it's resilient. Things bounce off, even your own thoughts. So when you think, oh, I've got to go get that brush. Where is that brush? Oh, we moved. I don't know where it is. You're going to laugh and you're going to say, stuff like that used to really tick me off. I actually have the perfect brush underneath my sink that I use for certain dishes. And I think that'll work great. I'll try it. Solutions. Solutions without the agony, without the agitation, without the reaction. So stay in that bubble. Now, if during the day you feel your bubbles contracting, oh, where did it go? Take a deep breath through your nose, out through your mouth, and then what do you say? Say it with me. I ask and intend to set a sacred space. Give yourself that space. Fit in the universe. Okay? And if you have some time, if you're feeling really bad, open your crown chakra, pray, or ask the Creator to bring in something to help. Let that density and heaviness go. Okay. So that's it. I handed the fishing pole to you. I didn't give you fish today. You know how to do the Be the Light. You know how to fish for this process and for all that it entails. And if anyone's watching this, when this is on YouTube, and many of you are going to see it on YouTube, there's a little kind of information on the YouTube, and I'm going to put a link there. And that link will take you to another YouTube where I explain and break down the Be the Light and talk about it, and then you do it and you practice it, you learn, you do, you practice it. So that way, for those of you that feel that you just need a little bit more muscle memory, that'll be there. Okay, so I'm Jan Jorgensen, and I do these, I'm a universal messenger, according to my spiritual teacher, and so I'll accept that. I'm a universal messenger, and I hope that what I said today had value for you in some realm. You can subscribe. You can share this YouTube with someone else, which would be great. Give them the fishing pole. And my website is soundandlighthealingarts.com. Thank you.